Dating more intentionally. What does that mean? It means being more honest with ourselves and our potential partners in order to cultivate more meaningful connections. It's not as easy as it sounds, because I find, it's a serious thing to ask yourself, because I find that we have a vision of the person that we want to date and what we want out of a relationship, but we need to ask ourselves also, and I don't want to come out wrong, why should anybody date me? Because we're quick to look at people, and say, nobody's going to date you because of your attitude. Nobody's going to date you because so-and-so. Nobody's going to date you. But ask yourselves, why should anybody date me? And then when you find those answers, I feel like it makes the path a little bit easier.
I don't think so.
Why should anybody date me?
You're not making it easier. When you find the answer.
No, it makes it easier because I feel like if I know why should anybody date me, then if I meet someone
who's not up to
and those are not the things that they are looking for.
Okay.
Then I know that this is not going to work.
I thought you meant if you understood why it is that people should date you, then all of a sudden you'd start to attract the people who should date you.
No.
Yeah.
So for me, I'll say, I have a great sense of humor. I know I'm smart, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not petite. Never gonna be, never was. So if somebody's gonna date me because they're trying to find a petite trophy, if you're looking walking trophy, I don't mean that. So from
what?
No.
Yes, you are.
So from me meet you, and me realize, well, I shouldn't say walking trophy, but
you
trophy
are.
wife. If me meet and you're looking trophy wife, me can be a trophy wife. Well, not if
you're not an accessory.
Yeah. So if that's what you're looking for, once we meet and we start talking, I know this dating not gonna work, because that's not. No, we're good. And we're good. I'm not against you. Just I know me I got up on the shelf. So that's my approach. Like if I meet you and you're not interested in intelligent conversation, we're not gonna date.
Oh boy, these discussions depress me. Can I tell you?
If you're not interested in simplicity, sometimes mixing it up, then we're not gonna date.
Well, there are some things that if you're not interested in, it's not gonna work out. Communication, values, all these things. We're talking about setting realistic expectations and intentional dating this year.
Yeah.
The first thing you need to do is to set realistic expectations. Article says, and this is from Dr. Natasha Ramzan, she's a clinical psychologist and social worker, says, be realistic about your expectations of other people. Be wary of projecting certain qualities or behavior from your dates that they may not be able to fill early in the relationship. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, is that important? Mm-hmm. Is that important? You cannot put on a crepe and expect it to feel like a pair of stilettos. You will not be able to drink orange juice and say, why this don't taste like apple? Because a apple is not a orange.
Right.
And if you meet a apple expecting that you're going to be able to squeeze orange juice out of it, it's not going to happen. And you can't curse the apple for not being an orange. You just have to realize that you were seeking an orange in an apple, and it's your fault. Because people are going to be who they are. You have to adjust your expectation. People are going to be people. You understand? So you can't get involved with somebody or date somebody who has certain qualities and characteristics that may not be. And say, boy, let me see if we can change him or change her. Yeah. And then when you don't see the shift, you don't cuss the other person. You know what you're signing up for.
Which takes us to two, which is focus on shared values.
Right.
So if you're dating with the intention of something more serious, and that's a value that you have, but the person is dating because next week I'm gonna date somebody else and I'm sowing my oats, it's not gonna work. Are two different values that?
How oats get that really bad reputation?
Quite plenty.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And so if it won't work if you don't have shared values. And I'm not saying that. So this is the thing. People can change, and people can, through their experiences, change the way they value things. Do I have to be in a relationship with them and hope that that will happen? I think that's where it goes wrong. Like we can be friends. I can be around you, and I realize over time, you know, certain things have changed. Maybe I've changed my values. You've changed yours, and then we're at a place where this can't work out. But I feel like, you know, so I'm not like them something there. I'm not like them, but we. So you have an embedded faith, and you're a Christian, and then you take up somebody every day they can get up and curse God. How does that go work? How does that go work?
Yeah, that's a divergence in values.
Yeah, that's not.
I heard Steve Harvey say something. He said, "We complain that men don't change, but a man will change for the woman who he wants to change for." Don't know. And I guess the truth is the same for women, right?
He will change if he can.
He will change if he wants to, if he's motivated to. If he meets the right person and he
You see, but that also misleads us into thinking that person's gonna be me, he's gonna change. Some of them just can't change. That's
exactly what I'm saying. So if you are still complaining, you are not the one that he wants to change.
If you are the one, if he can't change, he can't change.
True, because some leopard spots...
The apple can't turn the orange. The apple can't turn the orange. So, yeah. Which brings us to 3.
It. Oh! When you have a gut feeling about a certain person, just don't force it. Stop ignoring the red flags and evaluate whether pursuing the relationship is still worth it.
Come on, man.
Let it go.
We invest in so much time in 10,
yeah,
10, 12.
Don't chase. You don't have to ask what's going on if there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? How do you feel? Well, I haven't called you in 6 weeks. How do you think I feel? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to hear?
Yeah.
I mean, actions have already spoken quite loudly.
I was sharing with because it was a sales team from Confectionery and Snacks, and I was saying to them, you know, sales is not what you do, it's who you are. And one of the things you have to do is to inspire genuine trust. And I said, so trust is when a man says, honey, I'm going out for the night with friends, and you say, oh yeah, go on, man, have a great time. Genuine trust is when he comes back home, you don't check him phone.
Yeah. Crickets.
You're not checking phone. That's genuine trust.
Communicate often.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is also something that builds genuine trust.
Women, we're bad at this.
We are?
We are bad at this. We talk, but we don't communicate.
Okay, I see the nuance in that.
We argue, but we don't communicate. Because sometimes by the time we're done, that man has left the conversation with no greater knowledge about what was the problem.
Shut up, Clive.
No greater knowledge.
I want to tell you though, Harris, that there's some women who communicate very well. The men they don't acknowledge, they don't want to hear it. They don't have time to entertain it because it really, at the end of the day, it don't matter nothing. Price of rice. It's going to go through what they'll hear you, but they won't listen.
Some of it is like that, but you know, I feel communication is also about, and we do this when we communicate as professionals. It's time, place, and how.
Yeah.
It's time, place, and how. So sometimes we're communicating at a time when he really does not want to hear it, because that time me I rush go work and you stop me now before I go work for tell me about something what happened 2 days ago. Me no want to hear it right now. Me I go work. So ladies,
timing is everything.
It's not just talking, it's communicating. Focus on the present. Oh yes. Yes, don't keep bringing back the baggage. And words are meaningless if not followed by action.
Don't give promises you can't keep. Instead, show your interest by showing up, being present, and actively listening.
There you have it. All right. That's it for Girl Talk.
And you won't become a victim.
See you again next Tuesday, man.
Song you sing can be stated. Oh.